What's up, YouTube? MDevil21 here again. Got an episode of IWNL for you. Tournament report. Actually, two tournament reports. I didn't do one yesterday, but I am doing one today. I did play in two battle roads this weekend. One on Saturday and one today on Sunday. Combined between the two battle roads, I did go 7-3, which is solid, but not great. Little disappointed in that. Both days I did start out 0-1, losing my first matchup. They were both like good players, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but it ended up biting me later. So the first battle road, I played my same eel deck, the one on Saturday, which was in Anthem, Arizona. I don't know if you saw Christy's tournament report video that she did. She actually got top 4, edged me out of the top cut. She got, at the end of Swiss, she was 3rd going into top cut, and I was 5th, so I just had missed. Even though I was X1, I was 4-1. But my resistance barely missed out, whatever. It happens by 2 percentage points, I think. But that's just how Pokemon works. Sometimes you get the lucky break, and sometimes you don't. That's just how it is. But, yeah, so that one, I lost round 1 to Durant, of all things, which is terrible. Not to Christy, who was also playing Durant. There was only 2 Durants there. Christy and this other guy who beat me. I just couldn't get a Zekrom. There was no way for me to get one. I could never find one. It was just a bad situation. I just was basically attacking with Tyrogue for like 5 straight turns, and that was doing nothing. It was worthless. So I ended up losing that one pretty bad. I think I took 4 prizes when I got the Zekrom eventually. So started out 0-1. Next round I played against someone else who's like really new. I never really played them before, but it was really easy. I ended up winning. They ended up not even taking a prize against me, and it was just one of those easy matchups that you get sometimes. And then the next round I played against, who did I play? I was 1-1. And then I played against this other guy. His name is Desmond. He's really good. Same guy I played against in Top Cut last week that actually won the tournament. He played with Darkrai last week and got first place in our first Battle Roads. This is our second Battle Roads in Arizona, and he was 1-1 and I was 1-1. And we had a really good match, came into time, and then I got my last 2 prizes off of one of his Mewtwo's. He wasn't playing Darkrai again, but he was playing Kling. I don't know if you guys have seen this deck yet. It's pretty sweet. It's Kling with a bunch of EXs. Basically, you try to tank with Kling, and then and then you just try to you don't tank with Kling. You move the energies around with Kling, and then you try to tank with your big EXs, and they all have free retreat, and you move the energies around, and you max potion and all that. So it's really cool. And I did, in that tournament, use these sleeves right here, my trusty Pikachu sleeves, and I did switch up my deck box this time. I used this deck box, which is really cool, because I had been using the Walking Starters deck box, but this one has the Pikachu with the balloon flying around, Oshawott, got the little Woobat, and I did have my Surfing Pikachu as my little good luck charm, and my Woobat as my good luck charm, because I like to keep the little Woobat with me, a little piece of Christy with me. So, and then I did use my cool box thingy with all my fancy dice. So, that's all my basic stuff, and I used my World's mat, my Hawaii mat, and played with my eel deck. So, and then next round I played against someone who's also really good, Truck. Again, I think I played him the week before that as well, and I beat him, but he got unlucky because he had to start with Tornadus EX, and then another time he had to bench another Tornadus EX because that's all he had. I almost turn 2'd him with Thundurus because I got turn 1 charge, and then I just needed the plus power off of my Juniper and I didn't get it. But then I ended up just beating him, killing him the next turn with my Zekrom Outrage, and then I Zekrom Bull Strike his next Tornadus EX, and then I was up 4 prizes and he just scooped. And then Okay, so I was at that point 3-1, and then so going into the last round, I was 3-1, and then I played against this guy. His name is Mike. He's a good player. His daughters are really good. They do really well in seniors, and he just started playing recently. Not like super recently, but he played through all states and cities and stuff like that. But yeah, he's pretty good. So he was 3-1. He's never really made cut before, but he's always solid. He actually beat me at Arizona State, but he only beat me because he was playing Embor and I was playing Durant, and you all know how that goes. Fire just eats that little bug. Okay, so cool. So yeah, I ended up beating him by 2 or 3 prizes. Yeah. So yeah, that was that game. Okay, so then I do end up missing the cut, so I end up getting 5th. My opponent's win percentage wasn't as good this time, but yeah, it happens. So big shout out, and I did get a Woobat plush at that tournament, and Anthem, I traded for it. But I do have a big shout out for Miss Jaded. She is one of the players in my area, and she hooked me up with so much stuff at the tournament. She just walked up to me and handed all this stuff to me because she's just a nice person. She does have a channel on YouTube where she does a lot of videos, Halo videos, like Halo game footage and montage, and just showing off like her Halo skills. So she's pretty hardcore Halo player apparently. I didn't really know this about her until recently. But yeah, I'll put a link to her channel down below. But basically it's just, she gave me a bunch of free cards. So she gave me all of these Pikachus. So the Japanese Neo Pikachu, a couple of Jungle Pikachus, the Flying Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu, Pokemon Snap Pikachu, Bumblebee Promo Pikachu. And some of these I didn't have yet, but some of them I did. But it's also always good to get extra ones for the collection because I love Pikachu. He's my favorite, and you can never have too many Pikachus. This Emerald Pikachu, which I do not have in Holo, she gave me that one. And this Reverse Holo Pikachu, I don't know what set this is from, but I definitely don't have it's Diamond and Pearl something. I don't know. I don't have that one either. So that was really cool. And then she gave me 3 birthday Pikachus here as well, and then a 4th birthday Pikachu in this little case, and then on the other side a promo Pichu, which is cool. I'm not a giant fan of Pichu, but this is a really cool looking card, and I really like it a lot. And then she gave me also this Pikachu plush, this big one right here. So she just walked up to me, handed all me all this stuff, and yeah, it was cool. So shout out to her, and yeah, thanks for that. But okay. So the next tournament I played in, I did play a different deck. I threw it together last night at like 1 a.m. Didn't test it at all, just built it, took it to the tournament, and this deck was a little bit different a deck that I've been playing with. I did sleeve up with my same Pikachu sleeves, which I love, the awesome ones. And this deck, I call it the Terrasquad. Terrasquad, that's the name of the deck. That's what I call it. But it's basically just this guy. Most of you probably know this deck as Quad Terrakion. I call it Terrasquad. Terrasquad sounds cool. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to put a Groudon in it, but I don't have any Groudons right now. But I just went basically just 4 Terrakions, bunch of trainers. I played a little bit more Disruption than normal. I played a lot of Ends and Crushing Hammer and what's the other one? Loss Remover, that type of stuff. And Loss Remover did end up helping me later in one of my matches. So in that one, I for the tournament report for that, I ended up going 3-2, which is okay, I guess, whatever. I knew I wasn't going to make cut, though, just because I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I just wasn't playing well. I was playing okay, I guess. Round 1, I played against this guy, David, who ended up winning the whole tournament. Really good player in the area. He's made top cut a few times, and he has done really well. He's part of a team in this area that does really well all the time. But he was playing Darkrai, and he beat me. But what he did to me was, you got to turn 1 Darkrai, with a special dark on it, and I had 2 Terrasquads down. He hits my front Terrasquad for 100, hits my back Terrasquad for 30, and then I attach my energy, and then I pass, and then he catchers up my back Terrasquad that has 30 damage on it, and then hits that one for 100, and then hits my original Terrasquad for 30, and knocks out both 2 Terrasquads in 2 turns, and wins the game. Not a donk, but basically just a frickin' Darkrai murdering Terrasquad, which it shouldn't go that way, but sometimes it does when those numbers add up like that. If you can get the special darks on there, or the claws, that type of stuff. So, yeah, 0-1 start again. And then I played against a girl from my area. She comes to a few tournaments, not like a whole lot. But she was playing Reshifusion with a Reuniclus tech, with no trainer lock though. So, and she had Poké Center in her deck. And I ended up just abusing the Poké Center because I play a lot of Switch. And every time she would like knock out one of my Pokemon, I would just kill Ninetales or kill. I ended up double plus powering to kill a Reshiram one time, and I killed the Reuniclus really easily. I just catchered it up and killed it. So it only had 90, which is exactly how much damage I do. And then she couldn't find the plus powers to one hit my Terrasquions with Reshiram. So yeah, I ended up winning that one pretty easily. I think she took 2 prizes. So I was 1-1. Then the next round after that, I played... I don't even remember. I don't remember what the game was. But, I can't remember who I played. But I won the next one, too. So I was 2-1. Okay, then it comes down to the time when it is... I'm like near the top table. I'm on the top 1-loss table, and I'm playing against another 1-loss player. It was Desmond again, who I played against yesterday and beat him when he was playing Kling Klang, but he also beat me the first week of Battle Roads when he was playing Darkrai. So, and he's playing Darkrai again, but he doesn't get the special energies. He does one of those combo ones where he hits me for 100 and then sets up another Terrasquad for a knockout, but then I ended up at the very end, I ended up catching up a Darkrai and then lost removing his special energy off, so I was able to make it so he couldn't kill my Terrasquad on that turn. And that was a really big play. The lost remover was a really big play in that game. But I think I ended up winning by 2 prizes in that game. Because I know he took at least 2. He might have taken 4. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so I won that one. Against Desmond, really good player. And then this next game was ridiculous. It was the most ridiculous game I've ever played in my life. It was crazy. It was unreal. I couldn't believe it even happened. This game was against a guy in our area who was really good. He actually got top 8 at regionals, the November regionals in California. So he did really. He's a pretty good player. And he does top cut a few times. He was in top cut with me in the first week of Battle Roads as well. So, yeah. He was playing this crazy deck, which only played Kyurem EX, and a giant stack of defenders, and all Eviolites, and... what else did he have in this deck? Potion, Life, Herb, and Moo Milk. It was ridiculous. So I would hit with Terrasquad for 90, but then it would be reduced by 40, so I'd only hit him for 50. And then he would like flip double heads on Moo Milk, or he'd flip heads on what's the other one, Life Herb, and heal 60. So it was just, I was just fighting uphill the entire time. It was just ridiculous. There was no way I was winning this match. I ended up scooping towards the end when he had like 2 prizes left, and I was like, okay, you win, it's fine. And he played Crushing Hammer. He was flipping really lucky, but he said he'd been flipping bad all day, but then when he got against me, he just flipped so good on those Life Herbs, or I don't even know what the card is called. I know one time he played a Moo and Milk and 2 potions in one turn, and it was ridiculous. There was one turn where if he would have flipped 2 tails instead of instead of 2 heads. Or if he would have flipped 2 tails and not, he only needed 1 of the heads. But if he would have flipped 2 tails, I would have had the knockout the next turn and won the game. But basically, he was just playing with one Kyurem the whole time, and I couldn't kill it. I got it to within like 80 damage, and I had a plus power in hand where I could have hit for 90 and then hit the plus power and knocked it out. But then he healed a bunch of damage, and it was ridiculous. So, yep, that's basically my 2 tournament reports. We do have another tournament coming up tomorrow, so maybe I'll do good. I might play a different deck again. I might play Terrasquad again. I might play Eels. I might play a completely different deck. I don't know. Not a lot of Durant in the field. Darkrai kind of is scary with Durant. Oh, I remember what the match was that I played. I played against a Durant, and I basically just started 1 Terrakion, and then I stacked up a giant stack of energies on it. I had like 9 energies on it. My entire deck's worth of energies. And then because he had his Rotom prized and his one of his Durants prized. So I just had a Terrakion, this big monster, and then I just land crushed, plus power, land crushed. Yeah. So this big monster. He did good. I didn't play against any electric decks, which kind of, I don't see a lot of people playing Eels a lot anymore. So played the Terrasquad. Kind of a name I'm trying to push out there. Maybe people will like it, even though Terrakion's not. But Terrasquad can be Terrakion, just Terrakion. It can be Terrakion with Groudon. It could be Terrakion Landorus. It's all of those. So I call it the Terrasquad. Terrakion's the main guy in it, so he's kind of a beast. And he just has a squad. He's got a team. So cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. I know this tournament report kind of sucks because I didn't get any top cut or anything like that. But maybe next time. Mincino here. He's real cool. Got me my little Hula Pikachu. That's my guy right there. He's cool. And yeah. So, oh, and my pouch. I always take my pouch with me. What I do is I use my pouch to carry my dice and the little Woobat and my Surfing Pikachu, the little good luck charms. So those are my things. So, yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of IWNL. Stay tuned. Probably have another one tomorrow, maybe, depending on how it goes. I don't know. But and remember, we do have game 3 of the top cut we just posted for Christy, because she did play in top 4. And yeah, so we posted up her matches from her top cut. So we have that all up there for you from Anthem, Arizona. And this last tournament was in Glendale, Arizona. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. M21 signing off. Surfing Pikachu signing off. Yep, we'll see you later, guys.